morning show you can listen to anytime, anywhere. It's Mike Chandler along with Ambassador Suzan Johnson Cook. I told you I like Dr. Sujay because that got that swag. When I saw Obama swag and I saw her right next to Obama, you got that swag, Dr. Sujay.
Yeah, mine is New York swag. His was Chicago swag, but it all is good. Swag is swag.
But we are special people. The Bible says peculiar people.
We stand out. So I just spoke for this conference, and so I have on my shirt LOD, which stands for Ladies of Distinction. I spoke for this women's conference in Suffolk, Virginia, and I began to think, as I put this shirt on, what distinguishes us. So as a human being, I have a birthmark under my arm, and that's my distinguishing mark. If they ever want to find who I am, they can't find anything else. There's my birthmark, and others of us have different marks, or then fingerprints are a mark that distinguish us. No two people have the same fingerprint. But I began to think, what distinguishes us as people of God? And as you said, the Bible says we are peculiar people, which means we don't always fit in the mold. We're not the triangle in the circle or the circle of the triangle. We're kind of not even in something. Like, we stand outside of it. And really, God is saying that we must honor him in everything we do, everywhere we go, that there should not be any doubt or hesitation that we're people of God. And that when we walk in the room, we command the room, not because we're egotistical or egocentric, but because there is the glow of God in our lives. And people should know that that's an anointed person. That's not someone you say anything around, you do anything with, but that you have character and that you represent God. And so I just want, it's a reminder for those of us who are leaders in the kingdom, whether it's in music ministry, whether it's in audiovisual ministry, whether it's in the preaching ministry, that we are ladies and men of distinction. And I believe that God would be honored to know that we bear his name as people of distinction.
It's Mike Chandler along with Ambassador Suzan Johnson Cook. Today we're talking about what makes us as Christians different. Why is that glow, that light there? Now, Ambassador Suzan Johnson Cook, you speak all across the country, been all around the world. If some of our listeners want to get you to come to one of their events, how can they get a hold of you? And also, second question is, what are some of the topics that you cover?
Well, thank you so much. They can reach me at charismaspeakers.com. That's my website, charismaspeakers.com. The regular spelling, CHARISMA, speakers plural.com, or email me at charismaspeakers@gmail.com. And I speak on all topics, but I prefer my real ace in the hole is speaking on women leadership, Christian women's leadership, women in the workplace, business owners who are believers, and business owners who want to create new businesses. So women are kind of my whole peg, but I also speak on other subjects, Black men and mental health, just a number of subjects. You give me the topic, I give you the answer. And having been in government for so many years, they're always looking for how do you access and how do you navigate the governmental space. So if I can't do it, there's someone in my Global Black Women's Chamber of Commerce who can, or one of my speakers, Charisma Speakers, who can. And I'm excited because we're taking on a lot of millennials who are coming up with ideas we never thought of because the world wasn't as it is today. And so just reach out to me at charismaspeakers.com. If you're having an event, we'll make sure you have someone who's a kicking keynoter. And that's what I prefer to do.
Turn the house out. Now, before I let you go, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And you mentioned that you speak on that quite often. Now, Dr. Sujay, quite often in the African-American community, historically, we've been just a little hesitant about going to get help. Can you speak to someone today that just might not be feeling all that well and encourage them what to do and what to look for and how to know when you really need to see somebody?
Yes. First of all, we have made it something we cannot talk about. But I think with the rise of COVID, everyone has had some touch of it because we've been in isolation. We've had deaths either in our family or all around us. And so the first thing is I encourage you to see a professional. Yes, we can tell you as ministers, pray on it, pray with you, but sometimes it's a deeper problem. And there are mental health therapists who are Christian. And so just Google Christian mental health therapists. You know, we have the benefit now of having Google and the internet, but see someone. And if the first person you can see is a minister, then share with them what you're feeling like. Depression is on the rise. And what we don't want it to do is escalate to suicide, which is also on the rise. And the ministers in churches, even with comedians who are supposed to help us laugh, they're experiencing it too. But get the help you need. As a pastor, when I was a parish pastor, if a person had to come to me more than twice with a depression issue, it was a red flag for me. And I had Christian therapists who were on hand who I would refer them to. So I encourage you to not be ashamed of it. And what we're finding as, you know, a mother of Black men is that it's very prevalent with Black men, particularly in their 20s. And a lot of people don't want to handle it. You don't always see the signs of it until they're grown men. And so I encourage you again to get the help you need for your loved one. And now they're doing telehealth, where you can actually see a therapist online through Zoom or through another means. So please get the help, no matter what it costs. Don't allow it to cost you your life.
Ambassador Suzan Johnson Cook, one of the most powerful businesswomen and speakers in the country. Dr. Sujay, can you give us your contact information one more time, just in case one of our listeners would like to invite you to an upcoming function?
Thank you, Mike. And let me thank you for having this platform that allows me to get the word out and to get my voice out so it be amplified. And so I try to help amplify the voices of others who don't have this platform. So thank you so much. Charisma Speakers, all one word, CHARISMA, the regular spelling, speakers plural, charismaspeakers.com. There's information on me and there's a form that you can send to me. But if you can't go through all that, just send me an email to charismaspeakers@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to attend to you, or booking with Charisma, because we have someone right on the other end who will make sure that I get that information. Booking with Charisma or charismaspeakers.com. It's been my pleasure to be with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's Mike Chandler along with Ambassador Suzan Johnson Cook, Dr. Sujay, on the morning show you can listen to anytime, anywhere.